Hey everybody, it's Aisa, Forest Naturals. I know that my voice is probably a little bit low because I keep listening to this video and I can't really hear myself. I'm sick, really sick. So excuse me for the coughing and grossness that may happen in this video. I would have just did it on a different day, but I'm so behind on making videos, so I'm trying to like jam a lot of video making all into one day. So here it goes. Me and the hubby lost the baby. I know that many of you who have been following me for a long time or from my older channels know that I have fertility issues, which is why I do not have any children at my age. My hubby does. He's got a lot of children, as a matter of fact, but I have been unable to bring forth a child, and I already knew that, and he's aware that I have fertility issues already. I would like to thank all the people who donated money to us for our in vitro fertilization. We still have that on the plate. If I ever decide to just forget about it and give up on it, I will return the money that you guys have donated. I think it's probably about $100 or so. I still have it and I'm still adding on to it, but of course there are expenses and things that pop up for you know, the car or get towed. You know, there's no parking in my neighborhood, so it's just ridiculousness. But things pop up and wind up having to dip into our savings in order to pay for it, and having to keep on trying to rebuild this large amount of money in order to have this procedure. But the baby that we're talking about, or the baby in question, really had nothing to do with in vitro. One of my 17 nieces called me, well, she texted me, and the text said something like, "Auntie, how serious are you about your dream and desire to be a mother?" And I texted her back and I was like, "I'm very serious. I'd be really happy. We would feel completely blessed." And she let me know that she was pregnant again. So she has 2 children. One little boy. My great nephew is probably about 6 or 7, and she has a new baby that's just like a couple of months old, like maybe 4 or 5, 6 months. and she's pregnant again, and she's like, this baby was not planned, and she nor her boyfriend were not planning on having the baby, and they don't have the finances. Basically what she was saying to me was that she could afford to raise the 2 children that she has comfortably. She has enough money to do the things that she needs to do. She can afford her bills and everything, and that having that 3rd baby would be a tremendous strain, and she did not want it. But she did not want to have an abortion either. So I'm just I feel blessed that she thought of me. It's kind of one of those nice things for your family or friends to have in the back of their head, to remember that you're having issues with having your own children, and would be willing to gift you a child, so to speak. So I was really excited that I came to mind for her, and that I was one of her options. My biggest fear was having a son. Boys do not fare very well in my family. They basically are born just to go directly to jail. I'm not saying everybody in my family goes to jail, but almost everybody. So it isn't a good feeling, and I don't know if I have, like, you know, high hopes for my son staying out of the slammer and out of trouble. I don't know what the lore is with the criminal life, but apparently it is quite enticing to the males in my family. So I had the issue with that, and I talked to Ray about it, and he assured me we could raise a son that would not be jail bound, because he has a large number of sons himself, about 6 or more. So, you know, I just was thinking about it, and I'm like, you know what, I'm in Cali. I'm like 3,000 miles away from where I'm from. Maybe it's the environment. Maybe I could do something different. At the very least, I can make my son into an actor, right? So I got happy about it, and I let her know that I would be happy to take the baby no matter if it was a girl or a boy. So that was great. Our communication started to drop off a little bit, and it had me a little worried, but I still went about the business of the whole thing. I wanted to adopt the baby free and clear so that she wouldn't be stuck with paying child support, because that's basically the reason that she didn't want to have the child in the first place, right? So, oh my God, do you know how much adoption costs? It's like $30,000, and if I had that kind of money, I would have just had the in vitro like 3 times, okay? So, they say it can be cheaper sometimes to adopt a child in your own family, but it just seemed very complicated. So I actually called my sorority sister who used to work for child services to try to figure out how to go about it so that she doesn't have to pay any child support, and I can get the baby free and clear, and it does not cost me thousands and thousands of dollars to take a child that the mother wants me to have. So I was in the midst of trying to work that out, and like I said, the communication had kind of dropped off. So I was texting her to make sure she was, you know, okay, because she had concerns about her body not going back to the way it's supposed to be, and, you know, having babies back to back is going to get her really out of shape, and the pregnancy was actually physically making her ill. Like, she hadn't been sick with the other ones, but she did not feel very well. So try to keep up with her based on that, and she basically kind of fell off. Like, I told her about the adoption thing and me trying to figure that out, and she just hadn't gotten back to me. At some point I was asking her or talking to her about the baby, and she let me know that she did not let the father know that she wanted to give the baby to me. So I thought that that was definitely going to be an obstacle, and once again kind of lessened my hope about the whole thing, because he seems to really adore their daughter together, and they're still together, and it might just be awkward to just give up your baby for a guy to a person you don't know, because it's not like I'm his aunt or anything. So it was a little frightening dealing with that. And then, like I said, the communication seemed to fall off. So I really thought that it was the boyfriend thing. And then maybe a couple of days ago, maybe about 4 days ago or so, she sent me a text back telling me, you know, she was sorry that she hadn't gotten back to me, and she was going to call me once she got situated. She did not. But she wound up calling me the next day, and she told me that she was afraid to call me because of the news. So of course I know that it's bad news. I think I kind of already knew just due to the procrastination, but it wasn't what I thought. It wasn't the dad trying to stop her from letting me adopt the baby. She had a miscarriage. She actually lost the baby, and she felt so, I don't know, she felt really bad about me not being able to have a baby. That she was just, you know, stressed out, and, you know, getting advice from her sister and her mom, and they were like, you have to call your aunt and tell her. But she was afraid, and I don't know, I just think it's sweet, and I was really just concerned about her health. You know, sometimes bad things can happen to the mother in the midst of having a miscarriage. So my niece is okay. She is doing much better. She is faring well, and she seems to be dealing okay with the fact that she had a miscarriage, because even though she didn't want to keep the baby, she didn't wish, you know, harm on the baby or anything like that. So naturally it was upsetting to her. She cried, you know, she was going through it. I didn't cry just because, I don't know, maybe it seemed too good to be true in the first place. I was really excited about the whole thing, but I'm holding it together for now. Ray's been really supportive, of course, and we're still holding on to our dreams of having in vitro fertilization, but this was just a thing that kind of brought our hopes up really, really high, and then they got dashed like really quickly and really hard. So it's a painful situation to talk about, but I just wanted you guys to kind of know what's going on with me and the whole baby thing. So now I don't talk about it a lot because I don't know, it's kind of hard. It kind of hurts my feelings to talk about it, and some people are not as kind as others, because I know the last time I spoke about in vitro, I mean, Someone actually wrote a message, a comment, and told me I was bitter. And people were basically telling me, suck it up. And suck it up? Is that what you say to somebody who lost their ability to do what women do, and I'm a woman? Like, no, that's not a compassionate thing to say. Get over it. You just wasn't meant to have no kids. It just, you know what, screw you. So sometimes I just feel, you know, like I don't want to put my stuff out there if there's a possibility that what somebody's going to say is going to be hurtful or harmful to my thought process, my psyche, my feelings, my emotions, my day-to-day living. So I haven't shared it, but since this was such a big issue, I felt like I should share it with you guys because I need somebody to freaking talk to about this, you know what I mean? So that's basically it. And I guess I'll catch you guys on the next video. Till the next time, love you. Bye.